think first of all, this was such a fun movie. I was just talking with Nadia a little bit about how excited it is that we're bringing this to the States. I'm wondering, how do you guys feel about this being a global film? Because I think there's a lot of universal themes in this film.
Glad because I think the subject is so universal and it is a French like theater play, but as François Ozon how do you say gave a little Me Too tone and talks about problematics that are really contemporary, but put back in time, it makes the comedy because you can see that nothing has really changed. So I find it really nice, and it's such a happy um, adventure for the movie. And maybe I mean, I was so excited to play in a movie that is really like the golden age of cinema also. And in our times where cinema is going so, I mean, I don't know, but it's going not so well. I know that like in New York, I don't know where do you live?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Okay.
Yeah,
Because in New York, so much cinemas are closing, the theaters are really
yeah.
closing, people don't go, so I feel so so glad that that a movie that also that is also an homage to the cinema we dream of is traveling like that. It's so happy.
Aw.
No, it's great to see that movies travel and that humor also, because it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek drama, but with um, a humor that it's crazy to see in different countries how I feel it's universal, and it's the force of François Ozon that, yeah, he it's his talent to do that, that it became universal, and it talks to women, I hope, and to all generations, because of course it's a comedy, but it talks about an actual deep subject, and I feel it's really important to defend it, and I'm super happy to be in this celebration of sorority um, and women. Yeah.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, the movie feels really current and timely with everything happening in Hollywood. And I'm wondering, is that part of the reason why you chose to be part of this project? Or I'm curious what drew you to this project in particular.
Rebecca.
Actually, sorry, we passed an audition to play in the movie because and I did and I don't think Nadia either, but we didn't read the script before passing the audition, so it was only, I mean, it was a real dream to play for François Ozon. He's such a great director, and I've been admiring his work since I was a kid, and I think it's the same for Nadia. So just the uh, potential dream of working with him was the th- the thing, and then we got to read the script, and I was laughing out loud because there are such like high end colors characters, and I think he really sacralize. Do you say this? He really loves his actors and actors in general, and especially actresses. So just passing an audition for François Ozon, you're gonna. I mean, it's really rare to see girls being the leading parts of a comedy.
Hmm.
So knowing it was him and it was a comedy and it was just this, and then when we got to rehearse with him and be on the set and everything, it was, well, it was so inspiring, and so that's how we arrived on the project. In fact,
Wow.
I
Nadia, what
think.
was your reaction when you first read the script?
Well, I was laughing. I was laughing by the rhythm. I think the rhythm of the movie is crazy, and I wanted to play it. There is something about every character is actually playing, and the joy of playing is crazy in this movie, because some sentences are so funny and some situations so funny that I really wanted to play it. And I dreamed of a comedy with a deep subject, so with a lot of things to say behind, but I mean, I knew François Ozon's work like Rebecca since I'm a child. It's an honor to do a casting for him and to do a movie with him, and all the actors that were around us. Like with Rebecca, we had a really cool connection, and something about this duo of two women between all these caricaturish men, big men that are I mean, yeah, with all this irony. I mean, I felt that it was new and really powerful, so super happy to be part of it.
I mean, it's such a men's world in the movie. And so I'm wondering for your characters, do you see them as villains or do you see them as anti-heroes, or how do you feel about these women and their actions?
I feel they are heroes because they don't, like, first of all, for example, Madeleine is not lying by the, like, she's not lying by saying that she's a victim. She is a victim. She's lying by saying that she's guilty. And then she with Pauline, they take an opportunity to have a voice because women didn't have in that time, and they have a voice, and they discover they have a political voice and the possibility to change the status of women and to escape from their condition. So I feel like they they the result they are searching is a good thing and important, and they become like representation for women. So they use all things to get to it, but because the result is a good thing, I feel like they are heroes. Yeah, and clever.
They are clever. Rebecca, thoughts?
Yeah, it's not really moral, but but in France, you know, there is this
Mm.
this sentence where you say "la faim justifie les moyens," which means hunger justifies the way you do it.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are a lot of I mean, in the 30s, women didn't have the right to vote. They didn't have even a bank accounts or anything. So it's just like freeing I mean, the women's speech and words. So I thought it was so. I was glad it was. I mean, I think that it's, if Francois had placed the action in our days, it wouldn't have been a comedy at all.
Hmm.
And putting it back to the 30s was with a lot of parallel, and I found it really intelligent from him. And also, I mean, creating this duo, you know, the blonde and the brunette, and which usually, I mean, in movies from the 30s or 50s, you always see women like scratching their each other's face, and I find it really not brave, but really great that he changed the history. I mean,
Uh,
paying an homage to the cinema, but putting sisters together, I found it really nice. And he's like an ovni, you know, a Martian. How do you say an alien? He
yeah.
has such a force, a working. He's a workaholic. So the energy on the shoot was so exciting. We were surrounded by the best actors. I mean, it was so. No, I was really happy to be part of the adventure.
It was, I mean, I love the story as a woman, and I'm so excited for women in particular to see this film. And what
Oh.
do you hope that women will take away when after leaving the cinema?
Well,
Mm,
no, no, go, go.
vas-y.
No, I think that there is something about this movie that is really actual because, for example, in the trial, when my character says with the words of Pauline, because it's the text of that Pauline wrote, when she says, could women in the 30s be free and have a career and equally, I don't remember the sentence exactly, but this sentence, when Madeleine says it, I felt like I understood the words, and I was watching all the women in the trial, and I didn't see extras like actors. I saw the women looking at me and thinking that in 2023 we could also say that. I mean, things have changed, of course, but things have to change still, and I think that it gives hope to show women that are powerful and linked with a sisterly bond between them in this patriarchal society, and they are strong and they need each other to succeed. And I feel this is really important to see that we are all together and we can help each other, and we have a voice. And I really feel the message is important. Yeah.
That was really beautiful. Rebecca, did you have anything to add to that?
That's perfect. No, no, I feel the same, and I'm really glad. No, I'm so happy because um, you can't say, but I'm half American. My dad is from New York, and I feel so moved that this movie, I'm really attached to this movie, and I'm really proud because of what Nadia said and what I said. I mean, two girls being the leading parts of a comedy. I feel it's rare. It's really rare
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that it travels. I'm glad if it can inspire um, the yeah public, and not only because of the feminist message, but also because it's a real ode to the cinema. So
Yeah.
gives
It's
hope, I
funny.
think. It
It
gives
was just
hope.
it's funny. It was
It's
just funny.
funny and it's beautiful and it's so sharp. I mean, he really knows how to do it. So I hope he's like an archaeologist, you know.
Yeah. I felt like I
And,
was on the edge of my seat the whole time, like waiting to
oh,
see what happens.
Oh, that's so
So
cool.
so nice. Thank
Um,
you.
I just have two really quick questions for the both of you about women in filmmaking in general. And I'm wondering who is a female director or an actor that you would love to work with in your career?
I would love to work with Greta Gerwig. Yeah.
Mhm.
She's nice. I love Justine Triet,
Yeah,
of course. Now, I mean, since ever, because I loved her first movie and all of her movies.
yeah,
But also maybe Alice Rohrwacher aussi. Do you know? She's great, and oh my God, it's always difficult. But yeah, that will be the two.
yeah. I mean, there's so many incredible female filmmakers in the world, and I'm so excited to hear their voices as well as yours. And my last question is, what is one movie that you would recommend to every woman in your life to see at least once?
I
Well,
would.
oh yeah, go.
I think it's easy.
No, 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 vas-y.
I would say this Rossellini movie, Rome Open City. I don't know if Rome Ville Ouverte, Roma Città Aperta.
Oh,
Rossellini with Anna Magnani. She's an Italian actress, and I love her. For me, she's the greatest. Or maybe every Gina Rowlands movie.
Oh my gosh, amazing. I'm
yeah.
mentally writing it all down.
Yeah.
Well,
Nadia?
I was thinking also of Cassavet's movie with Gina Roland's opening night and a woman under influence, but then the movie I would recommend because it's the movie I don't know, I it's again Greta Gerwig, it's Frances Ha,
Mm,
because it represents, I don't know, a whole generation with hopes and doubts. And I don't know, I this character is always with me. Yeah, she's fantasized, like chaotic and super, I don't know, super funny and lost and joyful and dreamy. And I don't know, I feel like there's something about new generation that is so important. And I would yeah, I would say this movie. I love this movie so much.
it's a classic. It's one of my favorite movies too.
favorite too.
Well, congratulations again on truly such an amazing film. I'm so excited to show it to my friends when they can watch it. And I hope that
Thank
you
you so
guys
much.
both get lots of rest.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so much.
Of
much.
course.